fine day, I guess you could say, for a nice brand new video. So today we will be talking about who is it today? We already hit up some outlaws from previous videos. Today we will be talking about Billy, another Billy, Billy Clanton. I want to be Billy Clanton. Billy. Oh, yes, Billy. Billy. Yes, Billy. We talk about Billy today. And before we get into today's video, I'd like to make a small, not too big, but small announcement. Before we get into the video, if you like my videos, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the description down below. So, let's get right into it, shall we? Born William Harrison Clanton on birthday and day on month and day unknown, but what we do know is he was born in 1862. He was an outlaw cowboy in Cochise, I may be pronouncing this wrong, but Cochise. Oh God, I'm just having fun today. Cochise County, Arizona Territory. He, alongside with his father Newman Clanton and his brother Ike Clanton, worked on a ranch near the boom town of Tombstone, Arizona Territory, and stole livestock from Mexico and later U.S. ranchers. No one knows his exact age when he died, but it's widely believed that he may have been 18 or 19 years old. So we, for the first time on this channel, have our very first teenage outlaw. Besides some of the other people, that is, that I could think of. His cause of death was a gunshot wound. His occupations, his nationality was, he was an American. His occupations were ranch hand, miner, and rustler. His brothers were Phineas Clanton and Ike Clanton. Sounds like IKEA. Perhaps he's the secret originator of IKEA. But no, it's actually Swedish. He was a member of a group of loosely organized outlaws who had an ongoing conflicts with lawmen Wyatt, Virgil, and Morgan Earp, the three Earp brothers. The Clantons repeatedly threatened the Earps because they interfered with the cowboys' illegal activities. On October 26, 1881, Billy, Tom McClaury, and Frank McClaury were killed in the gunfight at the OK Corral in the town of Tombstone. His brother Ike was unarmed and ran from the gunfight. The shootout was his only gunfight Ike filled. Ike later filed murder charges against the Earps, who were later exonerated as having acted within their duty as lawmen. Dirty chicken! Demon chicken! I don't want your candy! It could be laced with poison and meth and other bad things that a kid should not have. I don't know why this kid breaks into this Pizzaplex or why we're even watching it in first-person view and has a camera. Who knows? And now a 6-shooter gun. He came prepared. Billy Clanton's early life was an interesting one. Clanton was born in Hamilton County, Texas. Well, now we know. One of 7 children of the Newman Haynes Clanton and his wife Mariah Sexton Kelso Clanton. John Wesley, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people here. Joseph Isaac, Phineas Fay, Alonzo Peter, Mary Elsie, I might have gotten that wrong, and Easter Ann. His father worked at times as a day laborer, a gold miner, a farmer, and by the late 1870s, a cattleman in the Arizona Territory.
Warning. Tampering with Fazbear automated staff will result in suspension of your membership.
In 1851, Newman Clanton moves his family to Adams County, Illinois. The family moved to California after the end of the Civil War. Clanton's mother died in 1866. Their move to the Arizona Territory, which the entire Clanton family moved with his family in 1873 to Pima County, Arizona Territory, and then to Charleston. His family started the Clanton Ranch in 1877. In the same year, prospector Ed Schieffelin discovered silver in the hills east of the San Pedro River on a plateau known as Goose Flats, less than 15 miles from the Clanton Ranch. The boom town of Tombstone grew within 2 years from less than 100 to more than 7,000 residents. Billy Clanton and his brother Ike, I'll just call him Ick or Ike, I don't know how to pronounce it, but someone will figure it out in the chat, and I would love to see what it is. And he did business in the Tombstone associated with the ranch alongside the 2 McClary brothers by most accounts. Ike was not a drunk and a braggart. Clanton was generally well liked and looked upon as hard-working and level-headed. A lot of people do like that. The livestock thefts. A few days after Wyatt Earp's arrival in Tombstone in December 1879, one of his prized horses was stolen. He heard several times that the Clantons had his horse. Almost a year later, he got a tip that it had been seen at the Clantons' ranch near Charleston. Earp rode to the ranch and saw the horse being ridden down the street and placed in a corral. His stabled horse at another corral and telegraphed James Earp in Tombstone to send up ownership papers for the horse to Charleston. Warren Earp brought the papers out that night. Earp testified in a later court hearing, "While I was waiting for the papers, Billy Clanton found out that I was in town, and I went and tried to take the horse out of the corral. I told him that he could not take him out, that it was my horse after the papers came. He gave the horse up without the papers being served, and I asked him if I had any more horses to lose." In July of 1879, several rustlers attacked a rancho in northern Sonora, Mexico, killing several of the inhabitants. Hunting the murderers, Mexican rurals led by Commandant Francisco Neri illegally crossed the border into Arizona and were ambushed. Johnny Ringo later said the old man Clanton and his sons Ike, or Ike, I don't know what it is, Billy, were among the murderers. On August 13th, 1881, Billy's father was killed in an ambush in Guadalupe Canyon by Mexican rurals. The Clanton sons continued operating the ranch on the they continued operating the ranch. On October 25th, 1881, Ike, Billy, and the McClary brothers headed to Tombstone after working to gather scattered cattle lost during an earlier Apache raid. The events that transpired over that night and the next day have various versions. Right? No one loves you, you eyeless wolf. The shooting in Tombstone. Ike had repeated confrontations with the Earps and Doc Holliday. On October 26, 1881, events came to a head when Billy and Ike got together with Billy Claiborne and brothers Tom and Frank McLary at the Dexter Corral. When they were seen in town, heeled, armed, and anxious citizens warned the Earps. God damn it. I wonder where that kid's going. Who knows? Upon attempting to disarm the cowboys, a shootout broke out, later named the gunfight at the OK Corral. There remain today conflicting versions of what actually happened and who fired first. Ike Clanton and Billy Claiborne ran away. In the opening moments, Billy Clanton emptied his gun during the fight and was killed along with both the McLarys and Doc Holliday. Doc Holliday lives. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? Talk about a big blooper there. It's always good to laugh when I rewatch these, you know. It's alright to have a blooper, you know, everybody's gonna have one. Doc Holliday and Virgil and Morgan Earp were wounded in the shootout, but they lived. The town was divided, with many supporting the Clantons and others supporting the Earps. The funeral that followed was the largest in Tombstone's history, with more than 300 people following the hearse and 2,000 watching from the city's sidewalks. The three cowboys were buried in the Boot Hill Cemetery. William McLary, Frank and Tom's brother, tried to indict the Earps for killing the cowboys. He wrote in a letter during the preliminary hearing that the two brothers and Billy Clanton were preparing to come to Fort Worth, Texas, to visit after selling their cattle. In popular culture, there's been many different movies with them in it. On screen, Billy has been portrayed by James Ferrara in Tombstone, The Town Too Tough to Die in 1942, John Ireland in My Darling Clementine in 1946, Dennis Hopper in Gunfight at the OK Corral in 1957, Ralph Reed and Gary Gray in The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp in 1957 to 1960, a TV show, David Cole in the Doctor Who episode The Gunfighters in 1966, Bruce M. Fisher and Doc Thomas Hayden Church in Tombstone, the 1993 film, and Gabriel Fultz in Wyatt Earp, 1994. Well, there wasn't too very much about this dude, but yeah. That comes it for today's video. If you liked today's video, be sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to see what you think of today's video. Now, as for whoever this child is, it looks like they're headed to play some laser tag and or whatever with their 6-shooter gun. So let's give the person, whoever this is we're watching in first-person view, a good round of applause. And as a fellow YouTuber once said, we shall do this again very soon, my friends. And remember something great, blues fans of Missouri. Let's go Blues! Remember the siren! I just shot you. How are you immune?
You have successfully defended the station. Move on to the next one, Space Cadet. Capture the flag. Time to defend. You have successfully defended the station. Move on to the next one, Space Cadet. You have captured the flag. Time to defend.
Aha! How do I get out of here? Maybe the chicken. Oh, no, no, no. It was a bad idea.
This
No.
area is off limits. Your parents want you.
Ah! I don't know who that child is, but they're stupid!
What could make you happier than this ad being over?
Was that the chicken? Jesus. I've never heard a chicken speak like that before. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure that lady was an insurance person. Ugh, they're creepy. Oh, well geez, I'm gonna need rabies shots. Because of that chicken. I don't know who that child is, but I'm sure the family will be sad. Well, that's all for today, folks. I hope you liked today's video, because there will be a second one coming out, so do not worry. I won't be gone for very long. Now, Mr. Harland fans. Goodbye!